In a public inquiry that will last many months, the early days are likely to be among the most heartbreaking. Tributes are being paid by friends and family to the 72 people who lost their lives. This was Marcio Gomez talking about his infant son Logan. One of 18 children who died, Logan was stillborn, 2 months premature, shortly after his parents escaped the blaze.
You never know what you are made of until you're broken. And I can tell you this, my wife, she's made of the hardest material I know. And without her strength and courage, I would not be here.
The agony of remembering plain in the words and on the faces of relatives and survivors.
Ever since Dennis has been gone, there's a gaping hole in our hearts that can never be filled. And it hurts. It really hurts. We can't imagine a day when it won't hurt any less.
Nabil Choucair lost 6 members of his family.
Even if there is a conclusion, you can't bring back what we've lost, and we only have memories of them now.
Beyond the commemorations, the first evidence stage of this inquiry begins in a couple of weeks, looking at the fire itself, how it started, the speed with which it spread, the emergency response. Later in the year, phase 2 will look at the wider question of quite why Grenfell Tower was so vulnerable to a disaster of this kind, including a multi-million-dollar refit by the local council that campaigners say cut costs on fire safety. One of those campaigners is Labour Party Member of Parliament David LAMMY, who lost a close friend inside the tower.
Well, there is alongside this inquiry a criminal investigation, and that is incredibly important. A lot of people believe that this is a case of corporate manslaughter or negligence manslaughter, and it's that criminal investigation led by the Metropolitan Police that ultimately will determine this.
The horror is in how people lost their lives. The tragedy is in why. This public inquiry will consider both, including the crucial question of whether things might have been quite different had more care and attention been paid to the lives of some of the poorest residents of one of Britain's richest communities. Jonah, Al Jazeera, London.